Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout 4 Nuka World. Last time, well, we found the ultimate UFO after exploring a haunted house. And today I really want to know what that UFO's for, and that's going to involve a trip to Galaxy Land. But first, there's this here power station at the very edge of the map. It's the one bit of the DLC the game hasn't told me to go and investigate. So obviously, it's the bit I'm most curious about. It doesn't look like a big building, so let's just quickly see what the heck's going on in here. Now, I've got General Chow's Revenge out, because a big factory almost always means robots. So what have we got in here? Well, oh no. No, it's not. It's ghouls. Well, that's fine. Hello, lads. Have a grenade on me, right in the middle of you two. Lovely. Right, let's just go get ourselves some ghouly ghouls. Hello there. And more coming in yet, including a couple of legendaries. We can just stagger them. Legendary rotting. Ooh, we're getting into more dangerous ones now. That Romer's making a break for it. Oh, no. What did you just try and do, my good man? Good effort, but no. Now, that legendary, there was a legendary round here. What did you have on you? It was one of... Here you are. Powered Disciple strapped left leg. Okay, that's actually not so bad. Action point refresh speed on the left leg. I tell you what, we might even end up using that, because that's got some decent damage resistance on it. And yeah, action point refresh speed, that's okay. So let's head down into the basement. That seems like the place to start here. This area might have a big under area, who knows? Oh, hello over there. Oh, yes. I think we might have just found what those recipe books are for. A Nuka mixer station. Right. That means we can do all the new recipes, I'm assuming. Hang on here. Oh, yes. Soda mixers. So we've got Nuka-Cola, Nuka Cherry and Nuka-Cola together for hit points 200, action points 50. Though, to be honest, if they were actually being realistic, then Nuka-Cola should be terrible and, like, restore, like, 5 hit points and make you lose 5 action points. Because Nuka-Coke was so bad they had to roll it back and pretend it never happened. Nuka Berry, which is kind of like that Nuka Grape that I found. In fact, it's actually made from Nuka Grape, so that's nice. Hit points 200, action points 50, and rads minus 500. Very, very good indeed. Nuka Buzz. I need 2 Nuka-Cola Wilds to make that, but that gets 125 action points back. Bloody hell, that's good. Nuka Fancy, which is a bit more balanced, hit points 100, action points 100, cherry and wild together. Nuka Free for just hit points 130. Ah, that makes sense, because obviously that's going to be like the caffeine or the sugar or whatever free one, so therefore it doesn't restore any action points because it doesn't give you that buzz. Nuka Fruity, which I can make because I've got the recipe book, so that's... Ooh, that's really nice, isn't it? So, hit points, action points, loses the rads, and gives you the rad resistance as well. So that's like a whole bunch of different Nuka effects in one. Nuka Elixir, again, I've picked that one up. Ooh, damage resistance 35, and rad resistance 25. Nice, nice indeed. Nuka Love, oh my goodness me. 300 action point restoration. Wow, okay. You have to use a quartz for that one, blimey. And Nuka Twin. Nuka Twin for, again, just hit points and action points. 300 action points. How many action points do I flipping have? Only 200, and you know how much I've optimized my action points. Bloody hell. Also, I completely forgot, by the way, that in Fallout 4, Nuka Quartz was only just added, of course. I kind of forgot it was new because it was in Fallout 3 in New Vegas. That is just action points plus 240, meaning it's pretty bloody amazing, and you generally don't want to be giving that up. Just drink the quartz whenever you're out of action points and you desperately need more. Though I tell you what, why not convert my quartzes into love? Nuka Love does seem pretty bloody good, and, well, unless it just doesn't say, these don't actually give you rads. Hang on, let's just make one of them. Lovely. Yes, indeed, the new versions of Nuka that you're actually making do not give you any rads whatsoever. The ones you're just kind of finding around do indeed give you rads, but the new versions don't. That's cool. The Nuka Elixir is also very, very interesting, because of course, when you're doing medics, there's the chance of addiction, but if you were to just mix your medics into a Nuka Elixir, then you'd remove the addiction chance, presumably, though admittedly now I can't get addicted anyway, so it's not really so important for me, but a nice way of getting extra kind of damage resistance in without any risk of addiction. Well, this has all been worthwhile already. I've discovered the secrets of how I actually use those flipping recipe books, and some of those new Nukas are pretty bloody powerful. I should definitely be... Ow! did you sneak up on me? Oh, well, you're dead now. One legendary goes down before it even sees me. Very, very good. I'm loving the volume of legendaries around here. And ooh, we've got ourselves a new weapon. Also, you hadn't seen me yet. Well, bloody done you over there. We've got ourselves a new weapon. A Western revolver, and the resilient type as well. So 150 damage resistance while reloading, which in all fairness is nice. I think it's nice. It's very situational, but it's alright. And that's actually pretty bloody good. Bear in mind that Bacon has never taken a single perk that pertains to pistols, and that thing is still doing 75 damage when it's all standard. Imagine if you were a pistol user and you actually upgraded that thing, that would be a beast. That Western revolver is worth considering. Okay, looping around the basement has brought me to the other side of the big metal fence just after I began. So now I'm at the rear of the first floor, and now I can get presumably deeper into the factory. But why? What am I actually here for? There's a bunch of ghouls and I've got a bunch of legendaries and I found that nice Nuka mixer, but nothing pertaining to actual power as yet. And another flipping Western revolver. Ghoul Slayer's Western. Right, well if I was a gun user, that would have just become very, very useful indeed. Also, the damage is 78. I could have flipping sworn it was 75 on the last one, but okay. And just back here, I found the ladder that leads up into the security office I saw earlier. So now I know where the back entrance would lead. It would lead over here. And also provide me a shortcut into whatever that room is over there. Let's put a grenade in it. Oh dear, you look a little bit lovely. I love it when they kind of look a little bit shocked. They actually kind of notice the grenade and go, hey, what's that? We should probably run it. And they're dead. Lovely. And here we are, a Nuka power recipe. Okay, got ourselves a brand new recipe there. Beautiful. And an open terminal here as well. What can we learn about this power plant then? So sensor failures, all sensors are offline, station power up not recommended at this time, contact park maintenance immediately. Okay, so the power plant shut down when the park kind of sensors went offline. It's not going to provide power because it doesn't know whether it's safe to. Makes sense. Now, employee communications. 28th of April meltdown. What the hell happened? We submitted a full report last week explaining a whole series of failures that resulted in who knows how much contamination. Why wasn't the park opening delayed? Ah, there was radiation in the park. Something went wrong. To all employees, after consulting our corporate officers and careful examination of the events, it has been determined that on-site evaluation of the Class 7 event was performed incorrectly, and the incident was not nearly as severe as initially feared. The good folks at corporate assured us that everything is great, we're going to have a great season, and ask that you please read through pages 94 to 107 of your employee agreement, specifically with regards to dissemination of any information about your work here at the parks. They'd like to remind you that discussion of any events on park grounds is a violation of that agreement and could result in administrative action. Thanks all, let's have a great year. Beautiful. And something about Nera the robot. Please send another message up the chain. That damn robot has been found 3 times this week banging into the exterior security doors on the power plant. The thing needs reprogramming or something. Does anyone understand how much havoc it could cause if it got inside and started bumbling around near the controls? I don't know about you guys, but I think that thing is creepy as hell. The robot Nera tried to make it way out here, and it's a long way. It's a long walk for Nera to get up here. Why was she doing that? What is it going to take? 8 years now since the last plant overhaul. That's before Galactic Zone even opened, and we all know what a power hog that is. Saunders says the last inspection was a joke, that the guy never even really took a good look at the equipment, just sat in the control room during with the executives, then signed the paperwork and went on his way. We're going to have some massive problems really soon. Wouldn't the company rather spend a little money on upgrades now than a ton of money on fixes and PR later? No, of course not. That's not how companies work. Hey guys, I've been asked to pass along a message from corporate. They're concerned that folks are bringing in and eating too much outside non-Nuka branded food and drink for their breaks. They'd like everyone to please consider buying their break time snacks from the park itself. It's not mandated right now, just a suggestion. Oh, this place was horrendous to work in, wasn't it? And finally, hey everyone, since we're coming up at the end of the season, we're a little short-staffed already, what with Carlson being fined and all, I just wanted to put out there that we've got additional shifts available for anyone looking to make a few extra bucks. They're doubling staff here at the plant for the last 4 weeks of the season leading up to the park's Halloween Spooktacular event, which as we know is a big one for corporate. If you'd like to sign up, the forms are in my office. That's the worst for extra shifts, blimey. Time and a fifth for pay, it's a pretty great deal. No, it's not. That's a terrible deal. Blimey heck, I like this DLC. It's suitably horrendously dystopic. And then, ooh, hello. What are you holding my good around? Ooh, a Nuka-Cola quartz. Beautiful, and you had a Vault-Tec lab coat on. How intriguing. Now, let's just quickly take a trip back to the Nuka mixer, the only one we found so far, because I want to know what that new thing I picked up, the Nuka Power, is. Nuka Power mixing basic Nuka-Cola and Nuka-Cola Dark for plus 60 carry weight. Okay, for the right carrots in the right situation, that could be very, very useful indeed. In fact, I think that might be the biggest carry weight buff in the game. Because Grilled Radstag and Grilled Gazelle are both only plus 25. Certain items can give you plus strength, but I think the biggest strength buff in the game is the Mysterious Serum, and that's only plus 5 strength, isn't it? So that would be plus 50 carry capacity. So Nuka Power, yeah, might be actually the biggest carry weight buff in the entire game. Nice. So probably in the end, the only bit of actual unique loot in there that's guaranteed to spawn is the Nuka Power recipe, but tell you what, if you want the most powerful carry weight buff item in the game, yep, definitely come along here for that. And that of course means it's time to turn our attention to our next big target. Over there, Galaxy World. Let's go get ourselves some spacesuits and figure out what that ultimate UFO is for. Though before we do that, let's just quickly have a look at that Western Revolver. So I kind of want to know how powerful this thing can get. Oh, now this I like. The Western Revolver, if you want to upgrade it, does not just require Gun Nut, it also requires Gunslinger at ranks 3, 4 and then 5 to get up to its highest level. However, its highest level is, with the receiver, 137 damage, and then nothing else on it would increase the damage at all. You can get like a long barrel just for some additional range, but yeah, you can't actually increase the damage anymore. But 137 damage on a character that has no benefits to guns whatsoever. So if you've taken Gunslinger, you can double that right away to, what is that, 274, then add on any other perks you've got that pertain to, like, all guns and whatever. This thing is a beast of a gun. That is ridiculously powerful. That's beautiful. I cannot wait for Grills to come to Nuka World and get himself one of these, because for a pistol user, that is mad. Alright, I've performed some quick repairs on the armor, and here we are coming up on the Galactic Zone. Beautiful. And apparently this thing was one hell of an energy sink, though surely it doesn't have power anymore, because we've been to the power plant. We know the power plant says no power. Now how do we get in here? This looks like the front door. Except the front door appears to be entirely barred. Was this area... was it never opened in the first place? Oh wait, never mind. There is in fact a massive door over there. That wasn't the door, that was just the front of the door. And I have to start off by investigating the battle side, because indeed, something has gone a bit wrong here. Tiana Alston had some bottle caps, some ammo, but Tiana's log. Okay, what exactly happened here? A war between, who are you people? Just... some random traders. Ooh, you got well squished, by the way. Some random traders and Nuka-Cola recording. Okay, let's have a listen to both of them. Now, I'm going to guess the Nuka-Cola recording is just that song we've been hearing everywhere. Yes, indeed, it is. Fine, nothing special there. Tiana's log, however, 2 entries. On the 8th of April, 2286... Dad said we're heading to the Galactic Zone again tomorrow. I'm still not sure how I feel about these salvage runs. It's amazing to see how much of the old tech still works. I wish I could stay and study it all. But Dad's crew is just there to rip it apart and haul it back for scrap, as if the world didn't have enough rusted metal and broken circuit boards already. At least I only have to take half shifts. I'm looking forward to getting back to my work on Star Control. I just hope the old mainframe is still running. Well, I've got all of those star circuits or whatever I've been picking up. I've got 2 of those so far. Why do I get the feeling this has something to do with that? And then, of course, 4 days later, it's all my fault. I told him there weren't enough cores left to turn it on. If he'd waited an hour, we could have pulled them from around the zone, gotten Star Control back up and running. I already had people looking. I could have made it work, but he wouldn't listen, and now, God, I hope he's alright. I can hear the screams. We're going to wait for nightfall, then make a run for the gate, and of course, we know how that ended. They all died to the robots. So they did take out a fair few robots with them. So it feels like they tried to turn this place back on, but they didn't have enough of the star cores that I've been picking up to make it work. Something went wrong. So as a result, hello there. One level 1 iBot. Is that all you flipping got? Right, well, we know what we're dealing with there. Mr. Throffies and iBots and whatever. One grenade over there for them. Lovely. And you're over there. You are a Nukatron defender that is, I think, firing like... I think it's just flipping firing Nuka-Cola Quantum at me. Weaponized Nuka Quantum and one level 1 iBot. I'm not sure you're going to do very well against General Chao's revenge, my good man. One more mind. You go down as well. Beautiful. Oh, slight problem. Laser turrets. Bloody hell, I hate laser turrets. Yeah, we're going to have some trouble with those flipping laser turrets because that is very, very high up. The only thing I've got that theoretically can hit, I just need to get closer to it, is a Molotov. That's actually a one-hit kill against these things. So then if I just get a Molotov about there... There you go. You see if you can hit a laser thing that's on the wall or the ceiling with a Molotov, it's guaranteed to knock it off. Doesn't matter about the damage or anything, it just straight up falls off and instant dies. So I've got to use my Molotov sensibly if there's going to be laser turrets around here. Now, do I have a better map going on here? I am here. And then all the rest of this stuff is completely unlabeled. Good work, map. Now, if I run into trouble, remember, it's probably more safe for me to actually get my jetpack up top than be down on the street. Because otherwise I could run into trouble very, very quickly because of the whole, you know, can't deal with laser turrets thing. One drink store. I'm just kind of in a main street at the moment. Closed off restaurants. Nothing I can use for anything. No sign of any more trouble yet, at least. One level 7 Mr. Throffy. Well, that's fine. Very low level. Not dangerous at all. Which way is the way I want to go for the spacesuit? Feels like it's down here. Let's head in this direction then. So we've got... another one of those rides. Same as we had in Kiddie Kingdom. And where's the Mr. Throffy? Hello, Mr. Throffy. You're going to come and get me by any chance? One Nukatron Sentinel level 46, getting a bit more dangerous, but not got much in the way of defense, really. There we go. How did I just kill you in one hit? I don't know. Also, I've just discovered an interstellar theater. That's beautiful. And something over here, one Protectron Guardian. You're going to... I was just inside my own face there for a second. You're going to go down thanks to psychic powers. Beautiful. Alright, nothing too dangerous so far. So, Starlight Interstellar Theater. Let's not worry about that for now. Let's head up this... rather cool little kind of looping up path. This is kind of like what, well, in the alternate 50s futurism of Fallout, they thought even further into the future might look like. Elevated walkways, all of that good stuff. Very cool. Couple of you over there, mind. Hang on, let's just put a grenade in there with you two. Lovely, that'll just bounce over to you. Nice, and level up to level 57 from that. Ooh, hello. You apparently were annoyed at what I just did to your friends. And I've discovered Starport Nuka as well. Starport Nuka, is that what this was? Yes. Ooh, it's like the Space Needle in Seattle. I love the Space Needle. Seattle's a great city. If you live in Seattle, good city, well done. And a victory, a quantum, a cherry, and one empty bottle. Right, let's get that level up done. What do I still need to do? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm completely resistant to drugs, so how about I actually gain the ability to make some good ones? Let's get intelligence up one more level, then we can actually take a rank of chemist and make all the sexiest, most exciting drugs in the world. Beautiful. But when I do take that, the extra 50% duration will be nice as well, especially on the Psychojet. Back room in the Space Needle, another ticket roll, 1,000 this time. That's the biggest load I've had so far. Beautiful. And I've got the Galactic Zone Manager's key in here as well. Okay, so if you want the key that presumably unlocks a whole bunch of stuff, just right here in the Space Needle, right through here behind a novice locked door. Very, very easy. So to the Executive Assistant of Mr. Brad Burton, this is penning over at Starport Nuka. We're experiencing all sorts of minor control malfunction with the older model robots in the Galactic Zone. I'm sending over some of the incident reports. Nothing serious yet, but if Star Control ever loses its connection with these robots, I'm not sure what they'll do. Personally, I think our hardware is too far behind the software to have Star Control run the whole show right now. I know you don't want to hear it, but we really need to shut down the Galactic Zone to do a major overhaul before we have a catastrophic failure. And that's presumably what happened to those traders, Tiana, the log we just saw. He then wrote directly to Mr. Brad Burton himself. This is penning over at Starport Nuka. Sorry to disturb you directly, Mr. Brad Burton. We have a bit of a crisis on our hands over here. I'm certain your assistant can fill you in on the details if he hasn't already. I realise that Project Cobalt, interesting, has put a lot of our resources on hold, but if we don't get some help soon, this could get out of control. Star Control was never meant to handle this many robots at one time, and we keep being asked to add more and older models to the system. Please approve my requisition for new staff and maintenance requests as soon as possible. So he thought some sort of disaster involving robots was about to happen, okay. Meanwhile, the Nuka technicians were writing to the same guy, look Penning, I'm about 1 day away from quitting if you don't get us some real help around here. I've got 6 units offline again today, and fixing each one takes almost our entire shift. Ingrid and I have been putting in 60-hour weeks just to keep things from falling apart around here. Get it together or I'm walking. So something was very close to going completely wrong here, and probably, in all fairness, actually did. Which may explain why all these robots are trying to murder me. Now, I know I did say I just wanted to go and get the spacesuit, but now there's a giant space needle. Obviously, we need to... Oh, Nuka World's main power is out. But I was just up at the power plant. How do I turn it back on? Tell me. I will totally go and fix it. If I can figure out a way to turn the power back on, because I've been to the flipping power plant, I just... Oh, wait, hang on. Star Control. Surely Star Control needs to be on first. I need to find Star Control and fix whatever the hell's going on there. Once I've done that, presumably I would be able to get everything else up and running. But first, let's go and find that. Ah, here we are. Vault-Tec. Among the stars. No more robots around here. Nope, we're good for now. Vault-Tec among the stars. We know the spacesuits are in here somewhere. Let's explore. Okay, any signs of any trouble? Nope, not immediately at least. And as usual, we've got our lovely little vault display, obviously, just like we had in the Museum of Technology over in Fallout 3. That was one of my favourite little bits of Fallout 3, actually, going through the vault thing. That was really, really cool. And round the back of the desk, Vault-Tec employee key, beautiful. Always check behind the desks first, see if you can just grab yourself a nice, easy key. Let's head into this lovely Vault-Tec thing.
Journey into the future. Set out on a new voyage of discovery, seeking adventure among the stars.
Ooh, this is cool. Oh, flipping heck. Legendary Protectron Guardian, you say? Screw you. Now, one of you was Legendary Exterminator Shadowed Metal, right? Oh, bloody hell. Can be quite useful. Exterminator situation can be very useful indeed. Screw you, Mr. Handy Greeter. There you go. And round the back here... Ooh, wait, hang on. Astronaut animatronic, take the spacesuits. So I just need to find all the spacesuits within this display. And back here, now that I've got that key I got from behind the desk, we have got ourselves another one. Beautiful. Admittedly, where was the helmet? Was she holding the helmet in her hands? I hope so, otherwise I've just magicked a helmet out of nothing. Also, is that... Oh, that's a military grade circuit board. Ah, but there's a star core. Right, that is 3. Beautiful. Were you planning to set up a vault in space? Also, play this one again. I missed it because I was killing robots.
Arcturus Prime, a frontier colony in the year 2291. Baked by the unrelenting sun, life on the surface of this remote, desolate world is all but impossible. But life is possible underground. Welcome to Vault-Tec's colony Arcturus. Welcome home.
So Vault-Tec wanted to build vaults underground on other planets, which actually kind of makes sense. If they're good at building like deep underground infrastructure, then if you're going to a hostile planet, that'd be a really good place to build a colony. Oh, flip. Oh, good. The laser turrets I can hit. Thank goodness they're just low enough that they count as a melee target. That's really good news. Blimey, these things hurt, by the way. Good time for some drugs. Right here. Where are you? I saw you. There's one of you over there. Okay, just run straight past you and then just get it down. Beautiful. Still not flipping 20% of my health doing that while under the effect of Psychojet. Blimey heck. Now, hang on a minute, what's... No, that is not a spacesuit. One astronaut in here though. Grab his spacesuit. I'm guessing you're a fake door. Yep, door straight onto concrete. deeper and deeper into the vault we go.
And these are no dark bunkers. Your colony will feature beautiful, expansive common areas where you can relax in an Earth-like setting.
And of course, fun little joke, Earth-like setting, all the trees are long since dead, which is indeed just how Earth is. Hello there, you are a Galactron Defendtron or something or another, now you're going to die. So jumping down into the foyer, killed a bunch of robots. The doors seem to be fakes for the most. This one's real though. Okay, we got something down this way at least. Oh, flip, 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 kill it, 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 kill it. Lovely. Bloody turrets. And this gets me the Vault-Tec observation lab key. And a fluffy towel. Hello. What was one of you, a Novatron Dominator? Well, you're a bit dead now, and left-hand space auto laser. Nice. I'll definitely be adding you to a robot later. Maybe we'll make Crispy a bit space-themed at some point. That'd be fun. So with the employee key, I can get into... Where am I? I've just... Oh! Okay, I'm back to the beginning here. Okay, so with the employee key, I could have actually skipped to the end, the backstage bit. Got it. But I'm going to need master lockpicking or a different form of key to open up this door, and I can clearly see at least one, possibly two, of the star core things over there. Right, I really need to find the right key to get into there then. And there's a Vault-Tec employee key. Please tell me that's the right key right there. Nope, darn it. Operations terminal, come on, computer, let me through that door. It's my first day on the job here at the Vault-Tec exhibit. Never thought they'd let me work in Nuka World. I mean, you can hardly call this a job. All I have to do is make sure the exhibit doesn't fall apart, all the techs are happy, and sometimes conduct a tour or two. Plus, I'm getting paid double what I made at the Washington, D.C. office. One of the guys working at the Nuka Galaxy said they give rides to the employees after the park closes, so I'll probably head over there after work and check it out. Well, what a lovely job. I bet this doesn't go horribly wrong. Had a scare when this old guy collapsed after walking through the exhibit. I thought he might have had a heart attack, but Dr. Bateman said that was just heat stroke. I thought that was a weird excuse because we keep the exhibit at a constant 72 degrees. Maybe that's too hot for old folks? I'll bring it up at the next staff meeting. So an old guy collapsed. Interesting. Another really strange day. Dr. Bateman locked himself out of the observation room again. I told him to put a spare key in his locker so he wouldn't forget it next time. He brushed me off and left the room. I don't know why, but the whole interaction made me feel really, really angry. A few minutes later, I had a bad headache. Maybe something's wrong with the filtered air system in the exhibit. Oh. Right. This isn't even a real vault. It's a fake vault exhibit, and even then Vault-Tec are running some sort of terrifying, horrifying experiment with chemicals. Marvellous. The hell is going on around here? I don't know if someone is messing with my terminal or if I'm losing my mind. I don't remember making that last journal entry about getting angry or having a headache. I felt perfectly fine for weeks. Just a few minutes ago, Dr. Bateman came through and out of nowhere, he said I should really stop drinking on the job. I do smell a little bit like whiskey, but I don't remember drinking any. Maybe I need a vacation or a doctor's appointment. So short-term memory loss. Alright, I've had enough of this. A lady just went nuts and ran out of the exhibit screaming. The day before that, some guy took off all his clothes for no reason and acted like he didn't have a care in the world until security dragged him away. To make matters worse, I keep getting sudden nosebleeds and headaches. I'm constantly forgetting things I've done and misplacing stuff I shouldn't be losing. Dr. Bateman says he thinks it has something to do with the stress or new job anxiety, but come on. Nosebleeds and memory loss from job anxiety? Really? And indeed, something was clearly very, very wrong in this vault. But how do I get in here? I mean, isn't that the observation room? Right there? But I got the key out of the locker. It was right here. Unless there's another one, but I can't see one here. Let's get back on the tour and see what we can find actually on the tour itself. Maybe we'll come across the key just by following the tour. Ah, here we are. So this door at the back of the tour room is what the observation room key opens. Now what have we got here? One fusion core, very, very useful. One star core, very nice indeed. But ideally, I need myself another key to get into that final room. And there we are, Vault-Tec control room key. Beautiful. And the project lead terminal. If anyone can tell us what the hell was going on in this vault to cause the nosebleeds and the memory loss, it'll be this thing right here. What was going on? Experiment 001. brainwave disruption, use of radiation scrubbers in the exhibits to emit an electromagnetic field that causes interference in the brainwave patterns of human subjects, minor loss of motor control, temporary stupor, forgetfulness. Okay, syncs up with what we were hearing. Experiment 2, subliminal suggestions, use of audio emitters to generate varying degrees of subliminal suggestions overlaid with specific frequency. Expected results, acceptance of suggestions causing subjects to perform involuntary action, headaches, depression, other phenomena resulting from neurochemical release. Okay, again, matches up with what we saw. Experiment 3, hypnotic pheromones, use of genetic modification on flora to release a pheromone-like airborne toxin which will be inhaled while passing by the emitters. Loss of independent thought, minor addiction, susceptibility to suggestion. Okay, next up. Theta radiation. Oh, bloody hell, I've had enough of zeta radiation without the theta radiation, thank you. Use of reactor modification to emit theta band radiation in low, short doses. Drowsiness, extreme fatigue, potential paranoia, and sleep deprivation are the expected results. Well, that seems bad. What are you even testing? That's not even an experiment, that's just torturing people. And finally, long-term testing, use of experiments 1 to 4 on... Oh no. Oh, that's really, really sad. So they did all 4 experiments simultaneously on that guy whose terminal we were just reading. Yes, indeed, I suspect something may have gone a little bit wrong with that poor chappie. I really hope he quit and got out before he, like, you know, went mad and died or something. Backstage, another astronaut animatronic, and indeed another star core. We have got ourselves a ton of flipping star cores all of a sudden. Beautiful.
Enjoy a rich, varied diet, locally sourced from your colony's own hydroponic gardens. Just smell the freshness.
Smell the freshness, indeed. I'm not sure that's freshness. I think that's some sort of terrifying addictive pheromone. Beautiful. On we go.
And with Vault-Tec's cutting-edge science and technology, you can rest assured that your colony will have the resources to face any challenge.
And as many recreational drugs as you can make. Beautiful. And into the... Oh dear, I'm going a bit wibbly from all the drugs and the experiments.
A thrilling new adventure awaits. Imagine hundreds of colonies spread throughout the galaxy and beyond.
You're right, Stellaris is a fantastic game. That could be my game of the year, by the way. Stellaris is looking like a really strong candidate for my game of the year. Fantastic game. And two... Wait, what? What happened to your helmet? I saw that, you. What are you doing? Stop that. That's really weird. And grab the final 2 spacesuits. Magnificent. Now, one more thing. I need to get back into the backstage area. Because the backstage area had the, yeah, now I've got that final master control key. I can... It's over here, isn't it? It's through here, and then this back door. Yes, this is the back area. Perfect. So now, with that key... There we are. This was the main control room. Anything dangerous in here? Nope, I think we're good. Just a couple of scientists, some whiskey, a quantum, and the game's kind of playing its still victory music because I got into the final room. Lovely. And you know it's the final room because it's got a steamer trunk in it. Anything special? Nah, just your usuals. Now, most important things of all, of course, Star Core and Star Core, and I say most important things of all, I've no bloody clue whether they're actually that useful in the slightest. I'm just kind of hoping and guessing. Oh, and a third one as well. Yes, I imagine these are indeed useful, though we've got ourselves the experimental terminals. Ah, the experiments they were performing on people. Okay, but only experiments 2 and 4. Now, what exactly were you observing? So the experiment 2 was the subliminal audio suggestion. So we're using the blue-grade holotape suggestion, simple stuff like take off your hat and you have an itch on your nose. Okay. Went a little too far with the orange grade stuff today. I'm pretty sure the shove the visitor in front of you suggestion got through to this lady, and she did exactly that. Unfortunately, the other lady she shoved wasn't so forgiving, and they started a fist fight. Had to hit the alarm and security pulled them out of the exhibit. Dr. Bateman told me to just go with the blue grade for a while until things calm down, maybe a few days at most. To tell you the truth, I'm glad to make the switch. The orange grade stuff kinda scares me. Come to think of it, what scares me most is that we have the red grade holotapes too. Never used them and hope we never will. Oh, I hope the last observation is about the red grade stuff. Been on blue grade for almost a week now, and frankly it's getting boring again. I decided to throw in the orange grade holotape for a little while and see what happens. Best hour of the week for sure. Didn't have any fist fighting this time, but got a guy to drink someone else's Nuka-Cola, made a lady pick a guy's pocket and keep his wallet, and actually had a guy just piss in his pants without a care in the world. This is premium stuff. I think we'll send this tape and the frequency we're using to headquarters so they can analyse it further. So... rather worryingly, there was somewhere a red grade tape that they never used, but it was much, much worse. Presumably, that's the militarized stuff. Dear oh dear. And experiment 4, which was 4 again? Yes, this was crank up the reactor for the theta radiation. Okay, so what did that actually do? People are getting tired, getting a bit dizzy, looking momentarily lost and slurring their speech on occasion. The effect seems to last for maybe 5 minutes at the most, which is beyond our expectations. Okay, so what was the point of this experiment? Dr. Bateman woke me up from a nap I was having at my console and yelled at me for falling asleep on the job. I couldn't even remember falling asleep. Then it sort of hit me. I mean, what if Dr. Bateman's piped the theta radiation in here too? I'd be the perfect long-term subject, right? I spent the better part of an hour tearing open all of the maintenance panels in the place, but I can't find out how he's doing it. If he's doing it. Just the thought of it's really starting to piss me off. I've had enough of this crap. I don't know if Langston is messing with me or Bateman is messing with me or both of them are, but I feel like I'm one of the visitors to the exhibit and someone else is watching me. Well, guess what? I'm locking the doors to this place and no one's going to come in here. If I have to spend the rest of October in here all by myself, then so be it. And if Bateman tries to use the override to open the doors, I've got a sweet 10mm pistol in my hand just waiting to be fired. I don't know if I'm paranoid, a victim of my own experimentation, or what the hell is going on. Langston ran in here today screaming something about bombs falling and to seal the vault. He kept yelling and screaming and the sound was making my head split. I couldn't take it anymore, so I shot him. I shot him dead. I tried to leave the control room, but we're locked in. Or are we locked in? I don't know what's real anymore and what isn't. My head hurts all of the time. I keep getting dizzy. I keep falling asleep. Is the world gone? Was Langston lying or telling the truth? I don't know what to do. Maybe it's time I put an end to this. I think I know what I have to do. And indeed, we've got one skeleton with a 10mm pistol and one guy over here. So there's Langston. And there indeed was the chap we were just reading the notes of. And we found the good Dr. Bateman in his own office too. Ooh, I like this area. I like a good little end of the world madness experimentation murder suicide story. Always makes me happy, that does. Anything here in this final room when you actually leave the exhibit the normal way then? Well, some tokens. That'll do. So out we come and the exit leads into an area that's labelled as the Star Market, close by to where I started, though I heard more lasers around here somewhere. Hello there, who are you? You have got yourself, ooh, Nuka-themed clothing, very, very nice. Also, don't forget to help yourself to as much pre-war money as you can from all of the, from all of the tills lying around, because, ooh, is that a glowing picture frame? I like that. Because, of course, I can trade pre-war money for tokens, and each token for, like, 400 to 500 tickets, just using the Nuka-Cade. So that can be a very good way of getting some stuff. Well, whatever that laser and that rifle is, I could get those relatively easily by doing that. Oh, hang on here. Star Control is right ahead of the entrance. Starport Nuka is directly above it. Right. Let's not worry about that now, but next time I want to get power restored to this area somehow, and yeah, I feel like Star Control, the star things I've been collecting, the power plant I went to today, I feel like that's all going to fit together. But let's not worry about that right now. For now, let's get these suits back to the habologists and figure out what that UFO does. And back to the habologists we go with our whole pile of... she is up there, beautiful. With a whole pile of spacesuits. I have got so much bad news for you about the ship in the junkyard. But I need an alignment, please. For the love of God, I feel like all the suppressors and my neurodivergence, they're all over the shop.
I need an alignment.
So no suits then. How disappointing. It sounds like you can feel the repression of your neurodynes building up. Go see Phil for an alignment.
Oh, did she just give me permission for a new alignment? Perfect. Phil, I've got permission to give you more money.
I cannot help you. Dara has said your treatment must wait until we have achieved our goal.
No, she hasn't. She specifically just said to go and get an alignment with you. Gosh darn it, it's almost like this scam cult is full of inconsistencies and things that don't make any sense. Look, have your damn spacesuits, alright?
Here they are.
Perfect. Here is your payment. We can proceed with the next step in the plan. I'm counting on you to help us with it. We need to take control of the spaceship in the junkyard. I know it's a lot to ask, so I'm willing to give you one of Habology's great treasures if we succeed.
I've already kinda done it, to be honest, but good. Yes, indeed, it's not a real spaceship. It's not. No, let's not lie to her. Let's just go along with her, see how far down the rabbit hole she's willing to go. Yeah, why is spaceship here?
Why do you want to capture the spaceship?
It is central to Habology. We are destined to make it fly. More than that, I cannot tell you. It is secret knowledge reserved for AHS 7 members.
What? That's not fair. That's like 4 levels above me. Screw you. Also, it's already clear.
I already cleared the junkyard. You can just walk in.
Amazing. You truly were sent by the hub. Let's go tell the others.
Hang on. What actually happened to the great secret of Habology I was allowed to have? Excuse me, great secret. Oh, and they actually form a little circle. They form a cult circle.
I am the rim. The spoken hub support.
The time has come. The hub's grand plan can enter its next important phase. All of your hard work has borne fruit. Our new friend has liberated the junkyard. It is time for us to take control of it. But first, here are the spacesuits I promised you. They may be a bit snug at first, but they'll protect you.
Very nice indeed. Did I pick up a spare, by the way? I could have sworn I picked up like 1 spare. Yes, indeed, I did. There was a spare one. And it's not even that terrible, at least at energy resistance. Yeah, if you were kind of a very low-level character dealing with energy weapons, that wouldn't be so terrible. Dara, no, come back here, you. I need one of the great secrets of Habology.
We'll talk in a minute. First, I must address the faithful.
I feel like I am being some way led on or scammed by this group of cultist scammers. Also, turns out I may have actually kind of forgotten to deal with some of the rats on the way. Sorry about that. Poor Chula is dead. I'm very sorry, Chula. I truly am. I didn't mean for you to die. Anyone else die, by the way? Just more rats. Lovely. These guys have all got plasma weapons, by the way. I'm not sure where they got them from. And then, ooh, hello! We've got our first sign of... That's a glowing rad scorpion. Don't want to deal with that. Hang on, I can see you. What the heck are you? A glowing bloodworm. I've heard about you. Level 32. Maybe I should just finish you off for these guys and help you out a little bit. That's a glowing rad scorpion. Please, just don't cause trouble. Oh, these guys are like flipping mole rats and rad scorpions. They just bury underground, then just pop out again later. I think you've just upset that rad scorpion. Oh, you're going to regret doing that, by the way. We've got to protect Phil. Get in there and protect Phil. Phil must not die, because Phil is the one who's going to get me up to the next level or something. Lovely. Damn it, Phil. Just don't, Phil, maybe just don't do this, okay? Just let me, no, Phil, let me take care of it, Phil. Let me take care of it by perma-stunning it. Good. Yes. Oh, that's a legendary predator. That's fine, I can just perma-stun you. You are not going to be trouble at all. Phil, are you okay? There you are, I'm just glitching you into a car. This works perfectly. And down he goes, dropping a Mutant Slayer's metal chest piece. Not a terrible bit of kit, but metal's a bit too heavy and not good enough for me to be fussed with. I swear, by the way, all of these monsters were not here the last time I came along this road. I mean, I kind of promised these guys, hey, I've already cleared the way, you can just walk in. They really couldn't. As it turns out, there was actually still quite a lot in their way, but never mind. Here we go, and I've already turned it on for you and everything. I think only 1 person died, poor Chula.
I am the rim. The spoken hub support me.
We fought a great battle today. A battle we could not have won without our newest member. It came with a steep price, though. We will mourn Tula's passing. May she join us with the Sky Father. But our work is not done yet. Taking the spaceship is not enough. It must be made to fly again. It must be ready to take us to our destiny. Soon you will earn the greatest reward Habology has to offer. For now, rest and celebrate. You have earned it.
Magnificent. Now, presumably you want to chat to me at this point, Dara.
What a glorious battle. You were magnificent. Too bad about Tula. She died so young before she could fully realize her true potential through habology. I promised you a payment. This gun was passed down from the hub himself. Take great care with it.
And what have we got here? Oh! A unique variant of the alien blaster. And indeed, flipping a lucky alien blaster. The problem with the alien blaster is the alien blaster was never actually that good to begin with. Like in my survival playthrough where I am a pistol user, I got it relatively early in the game and even then it just wasn't good enough to justify. But I will admit, lucky, that does make it much, much better than it was before, indeed.
I see the spaceship is already running too. Into the spaceship, everyone!
Yes, into the spaceship. I look forward to you trying to bloody explain this to them, Dara. Ah, they've all decided that they need to stand in that location. Oh, that's what this was! This was like a spinny thing, where you're like strapped in and you're like kind of held against it by centrifugal forces or whatever. Right, I see. Small problem, mind. If I push this, it won't do anything. Or at least it didn't last time. Maybe it'll do something. I don't know. You got anything new to say first, by the way?
We are forever in your debt. Without you, we would not be on the path to redemption. The path of our destiny.
Well, that is some mighty fancy words for someone who's standing inside the broken old remains of a flipping ride from a fairground. Start the ride!
By the hub, it's working!
Visions. I'm seeing visions.
Oh, this is another bit that's going to be fun in Fallout 4 VR, blimey.
Ugh. I think I'm gonna puke.
Something's wrong! Shut it down! Shut it down!
Oh, what the? Oh no! What just happened? So as it turns out, there's a reason why they threw this one away. Oh dear. Everyone's heads kind of burst. Apart from you! You had a tough head, though admittedly your leg did fall off. I'm almost sad you didn't have to be confronted with her own utter, complete, total failure and explain it to the others as they all walked away from her, leaving her alone and abandoned, facing an entirely wasted life. But never mind, this is quite good too. Her head's popped off. That's another way to go. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. The ultimate UFO's purpose has been revealed unto us. And its purpose was, apparently, to murder the Scientologists of the Fallout universe. So isn't that lovely indeed? And as it's a sunny day and we look back towards Nuka World next time, yes indeed, we're heading back into Galaxy Land. And we are going to be, well, seeing if we can reactivate the power through the star control, all of that good stuff. And if we can pull that off, we can get right up to the top of the future Fallout Space Needle and see what's going on there as well. Ooh, that's going to be good. So, that is coming up next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Fallout 4 Nuka World. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Apparently, they've all decided to bring knives to a gunfight, which is a terrible idea. Oh yeah, you try charging, why don't ya? Oh dear. Never charge the man with the shotgun. Does it involve me going and killing people? Because if so, how many and where? Right, this is embarrassing. I've kind of just locked myself out of my flat. Do you happen to have a spare set of keys?